Hey YouTube, Consulting Joe here with another video, and today we're going to learn how to animate in Fusion 360. So we're gonna shoot to try and create a swing, and to get started with that, let's start with creating the actual swing set. So to do that, we want to draw on our flat plane. And then let's draw a few circles. So one circle will be here. We will make it 8. Then we're going to draw a line down here. And we're going to make this line a construction line. Alright, and then we're going to draw another circle. Doesn't matter because we're going to match it up. So here's our center point. We're going to go over here. And then we're going to draw another line here, right there. And then we're going to line it up with this one, like that. And then we're going to select these two lines because these are also going to be our construction lines. So now we can finish creating our circles where the pipes will be. Doesn't matter on size because we're going to use the equals to match up this one to this one. So now these are both 8. We're going to match the same to this one and then again to this one. So now we have our 4 posts for our swing set. So we're going to then extrude these so that we have a structure to create an animation with, which will become our string. Our swing, excuse me. So we're going to extrude these up, and then you know what? Instead of doing that, actually, yeah. So if we do this for now temporarily, and then we create a sketch on top of these, now I can draw a line between these 2 points. And another line here. And now these are also construction lines, so let's do that so it doesn't interfere with our stuff. And then we want to create one at the center, and that's going to be 8 as well. Another circle here at this center point, 8. And now what we can do is use the revolve tool, or not revolve, the loft tool. So if we find that, we want to go create and loft. So now if we get rid of these bodies, so actually before we loft, let's get rid of that extrude because we do not need it. Alright, and then we go back to loft and we want to select these base holes, and then we want to extrude all the way up here. And now that's not gonna work as we were expecting. So let's clear these. So let's try if we go from that hole to that hole. There we go. And then I think we just have to finish it and then do it again. So loft again from this hole, and that way we get exactly what we want, like you would expect in a swing set. So let's do this again. And where is this hole? Here we go. So we select loft, circle to circle, so it will draw that angle for us. Okay. And once again, loft from here to here. And we want to make sure to join that. And now we have our stands of our swing set. So from here, we go back to this sketch, the second one that's elevated. And what we can do is we kind of want a pipe on top essentially too, but simplest would be draw a line from that circle edge to that circle edge, and then so on, the same. Finish that sketch, and then we can extrude including those circles, but we want to do an extrude. And what do? We want to extrude up, but we need to extrude 8 because that was our width of the pipe, even though it does not look like a pipe yet. So once we have what we're looking for, if we select this and we do a fillet, now we can round it half of that 8, which is 4, and we are there. So we have now a base to our swing. So pretty neat. We have our swing. So now we want to get to the swing to animate that. So now what would we do? We want to draw in the middle here somewhat. So if we were to, we could just use this origin, because that's kind of right down the middle here, as we can see. So that kind of works out. And so let's look at that flat, and then we want to draw, how do we want to do this? We want to draw from here down. Now we want to make sure our swing is long enough, but not too long. So like that. Let's go with that. So we've got one line. Let's draw another short line. We'll call that one maybe just 2 for now, just to do our demonstration. And then we're going to keep that parallel with this one, and now we have a line. So the line is not quite lined up. Let's see if we can move that. So I'm hitting M for move and clicking our corner, and so we want to be halfway in between, so minus 7.5, a little much, maybe 7, a little too much. Let's do minus 6.75. How about 6.5? Minus 6.5, that's our sweet spot. So now this is going to be the start of our chain. So we do an extrude, but we're dead in the center, so that's not going to help us. We need to offset that extrude. To offset it, maybe 10, maybe 15. We want it to be a good enough swing. So we need to do it. Actually, for this now, we need to create a new body, and then we're gonna probably make that into a component. So here's 2 by 2, and let's just look at this to make sure that looks correct. Looks all right to me. I want to offset it maybe a hair more. Let's just go 20, and we got a 2 by 2. And then one other nice thing we could do, now that we have that, we need the other side. So we're going to do a copy and paste, and select the other one, and then drag it over. So we went 25. We need to, we went 20, so we need to do 40, and that should create us a nice centered swing. So, but let me just make sure. Yeah, we've got 3 bodies. So here's our swing frame. Let's just name these items, and then we have left rope, we'll call it for now, and right rope. Okay, so once we have these, now we want to create our actual seat. So to create the seat, I'm going to just sketch on one of these ropes, we're calling them, and we want an arc, 3-point arc. So we're going to do from the center to the center of the other one, and how we would expect a swing to be, let's say like that. Now we need a little bit of depth and thickness to that swing, so if we do an offset, we can create a little bit of an offset here. Let's say we do a 1, and then we just close up these lines and draw these straight up just to finish it up. Now we have we gotta finish it all the way. There we go. And just to be done. Alright, so let's extrude our actual swing seat, because right now there's nothing here. And just to look at it from this angle, 1 millimeter in, because it was 2 by 2, would bring us to the center. So if we did an offset of 1 millimeter, nope, I'm sorry, minus 1 millimeter, that puts us into the center. And then one nice thing too, we can select symmetric. Now we're gonna grab from the center on both sides, which is really nice, and we have a swing. So let's go ahead and save that. And then just for prettiness, I'm gonna add a little bit of rounding to our rope sections. And round those up a little. See, a little prettier. Alright. And then now we can begin to animate this. So to animate this, we want to make sure we have everything intact. So we have, okay, so once we created our seat, it actually was a join. So it joined the whole swing to the ropes. So what we would need to do, I'm just going to simply rename this to swing, because that's what it is the actual swing. And then we have the set. So that's the two things we really need to animate these. So we want to change from design mode to animation. And now that we are here, I'm going to bring this down. I thought I could a little. All right, we're just going to zoom out a bit. All we want to do is, oh, by the way, we need components in order to animate. So we need to run back over here, right click, and create components from bodies. So I'm trying to create some animation now. And let's do that. So let's do this again. So we need to change our pivot point. Let's do that. And then we need to unselect our pivot point change. And then we're done. Alright, that's really strange. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the camera move. So here at 2, we're perfect. So now at 4, we want, so 4 and then another 2 should give us enough time to position this to the other swing position. So we select, uncheck this, and swing back. So this is straight down plus 30. Alright, so we should be good. Alright, so if we copy, we should be able to, I think. Nope. Edit, select. There's no way to repeat this, huh? Well, basically we want to get back to the original position, which will be at 8. So now we select our transform, our pivot, select our pivot, uncheck the pivot, and then back there. So now when we play, if we just hit space or play down here, it swings back, swings forward, swings back to the beginning. So hopefully this has helped answer any questions you might have had about animating in Fusion 360. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell too, and leave any comments or ideas for the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.